check in with weather right now. You piqued my interest. You got my ears pepped up because you said atmospheric river.
Yes, it is an atmospheric river because it is a thin stream of moisture coming in directly from the Pacific. It's going to last multiple days. It's currently streaming in across Northern California and the Pacific Northwest. It's bringing them widespread rainfall, but the gusty winds aren't going to arrive until overnight Monday. Let's take it down to the ground, show you a wide view of exactly what's going on right now. Again, this atmospheric river just impacting Northern California. You already noticed a few more of those clouds, though, over the northernmost parts of the Bay Area. But like I said, the biggest impacts for us won't arrive until late Tuesday night and early Wednesday morning, where we are going to be seeing widespread wind gusts across the state. They're definitely highest across Northern California, upwards of 65 miles an hour, but we still could see a 50 to 60 mile an hour gust here in the Bay Area. If you're planning on heading up towards US 395 over the mountains of Northern California, we could see an 80 to potentially 100 mile an hour wind gust as this frontal boundary moves through. Just all things to keep our eyes on. How much rain can we expect? Maybe upwards of 7 inches, 5 to 7 inches likely across Northern California. The farther south you get, the drier it gets, maybe up to an inch across our North Bay communities and slightly lower totals again towards our South Bay. But either way, we are expecting widespread rain across the state that's going to continue through the middle parts of the upcoming week. So let's take a look at what we're looking at right now, because yes, a couple of clouds again from the southernmost edge of that atmospheric river, but we aren't expecting any sort of rain over the next 24 hours. Yes, tomorrow at this time, it's still going to be dry, quiet, and relatively comfortable. Those temperatures right now sitting in the mid to upper 60s to maybe upper 50s closer to our coastal communities. Definitely cooler than yesterday by anywhere from 5 to nearly 10 degrees down in places like Los Gatos and Novato, Petaluma, Santa Rosa. We're all feeling those chillier conditions today. Again, it's only because those winds have changed direction. We aren't expecting any more impacts from the atmospheric river to arrive until we step out late Tuesday and into Wednesday. So tomorrow afternoon, if you have any outdoor plans, it really shouldn't be that bad of a day. There should be plenty of sunshine, a few passing clouds, those high temperatures in the 70s across our inland communities, 60s closer to the coast. But again, overnight Tuesday and into Wednesday, look at the timestamp. Let's track it along together. This is our view from 2 to 4. Well, it will be making its way across our North Bay, and some heavy pockets of downpours are likely. From 4 to 6, that's when it's going to be moving over San Francisco, Oakland, the peninsula, as well as some heavier pockets of downpours that are going to continue to move from west to east across the Bay Area, and then kind of lighten up by the end of the morning. This is our view at 8 a.m., where the heaviest of the activity has already moved through, along with the strongest of the winds. We're expecting the North Bay to see the strongest wind gust, potentially upwards of 50 to 60 miles an hour, especially on the highest elevations. Farther south, places like San Francisco along the peninsula, we could see 50 to 55 mile an hour wind gust. And then even farther south, places like San Jose, South Bay communities, they'll be closer to that 45 to 50 mile an hour wind gust region. But either way, there is widespread wind advisories in effect throughout the overnight hours Tuesday and into early Wednesday morning. Again, the rain is going to continue and the potential for a few thunderstorms across our North Bay communities and along the coast. So a few rumbles of thunder not ruled out tomorrow or Wednesday afternoon, and then things will be quickly quieting down by the time that we step out late Wednesday evening and into Thursday. We'll be seeing a few pockets of a lot more isolated activity quieting down. And again, we aren't expecting anything more than maybe a couple of hundredths of an inch to a quarter of an inch across our South Bay communities, and then upwards of an inch to an inch and a half across the North Bay and maybe over the Santa Cruz Mountains. But either way, it's going to be a nice healthy dose of rainfall. The biggest issue with this system is easily going to be those winds, anywhere from 45 to 65 miles an hour, and those temperatures are going to be way cooler. Look at the highs on Wednesday in the mid to lower 60s from our inland communities all the way to the coast. So everybody is going to be feeling those cooler, cloudier, and wetter conditions that are going to stick around again early Wednesday morning. Later Wednesday afternoon, things will be drying out, but a few isolated showers and maybe a rumble of thunder cannot be ruled out. And it's going to be a lot drier, a lot quieter through the later parts of the week. So that's good news for anybody that has any outdoor plans, unless your outdoor plans are late Tuesday night and into early Wednesday morning. But again, it's going to be a quick mover. It's going to be very impactful, though, so I would not be surprised to see widespread down to tree limbs and maybe a few power outages as you wake up early Wednesday morning. Back to you, Ryan.
All right, thanks, Zoe. Up next